guys, it's Railcon. You're watching Rail Reviews, and today I'll be reviewing the latest episode of the original Season 5, Episode 11, Till the Day I Die. Now, before I get into my review, I just want to say, San Diego Comic-Con was this past weekend. We learned a lot of stuff. We learned stuff with, like, Riverdale, that Jellybean's gonna come, and, you know, I've always been, like, saying, like, oh, maybe I could play Jellybean. So, obviously, like, I'm not gonna be cast as Jellybean Jones, but I thought it would be interesting if I, like, did a monologue, because I love doing monologues and stuff. So let me know below if that's something you want me to do. Even if it's something you guys don't want me to do, maybe I'll do it just because I like doing that stuff. I'll learn some stuff about legacies, and I think I'm gonna like make a video for each show and what they talked about at Comic-Con, because there was a lot to talk about legacies. But let's get into the original. So in this episode, Hope is feeling guilty about killing that man, and she's also worried about transitioning, and this episode didn't have her transitioning into a werewolf. Well, because it was in full moon. I think that's in next week's episode. So I'm interested in how that takes her. So I totally knew that Freya was going to ask Elijah to walk her down the aisle. Of course, he was like, I'm not. And at the end, him and Klaus walked her down the aisle. I think they wanted a wedding, but it just felt like, oh, two people died last episode, and they're like all of a sudden like, let's get married today, all in one day. And it's just like, you can't get married in a day. So I wish that it was something that's planned, because I feel like they're not getting them the wedding they deserve. When I was watching the wedding, it seemed like there was 10 people in there. They deserve more. And they just gave them like one day of planning a wedding. So that's what I was upset about. I also learned that Elijah and Haley knew each other when Elijah like didn't have his memory, and that she used the name Andrea, which I think was the name that she was given at birth. And so they only knew each other one night, but that's something, they showed flashbacks, and I was like, oh wow. Klaus was going to Davina for help, and Davina had this beautiful scene with Hope, and I was really confused what Davina was doing with taking her tears. Also, the problem with having a spin-off is that in the originals, they're like, oh, maybe Hope's gonna die, and they're like acting that she might die. And I'm like, she's not gonna die, there's a spin-off. But there was something that people kept asking, I'm gonna say this about San Diego Comic-Con, people kept asking, is Klaus, are these characters gonna be in spin-off? And I think Klaus is gonna die in the finale, just because of how they were talking. They didn't want to give it away, but I have a feeling that he's gonna die. Even though there was only like 10 people at the wedding, at night when they were dancing, the scenery was like really beautiful. So props to the crew for making the lighting good and making the scene good. How the episode left it. So happy the show's ending. I'll talk more about legacies when I make a video about that, but I feel like it's time for the originals to end. It's time. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Gonna maybe do the Jellybean thing, and I'll definitely do videos on, like I said, about Riverdale, Supernatural, legacies. They're not that good this year with like putting up the panels, so I've only watched the Supernatural and the Riverdale panel. And the Legacies panel. I like want to watch the Flash and the Legends panel. I also really want to watch the Charm panel, because Charm was like the first show I ever obsessed over. Literally, like. So I'm excited for the reboot. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. This is my review on the original Season 5 episode 11. 2 more episodes left. This is Railcon, and I'm saying bye.